Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. So, children, today we are going to continue chapter 9. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the things around us. Children, there are a large number of the things in the world around us, or we can say in our surroundings. So you can see in this picture there is pencil, bird, teacher, pen, books, children, tree, desk, chair, flowers. All things are present around us. So children, some things are living and some are non-living. So we can say these some things that are differ from each other. These things differ in the shape, size, weight, ability to move, take food, produce young ones of their own kind, and show the growth. So these are only some of the characteristic features in which the different things which you may observe in a particular surrounding may be different. So children, these all are the living things like cat, dog, tree, flower, butterfly, children, fish, all are the living organism. So what is the common feature between the living organism and non-living organism? If we are consider an animal like dog or cat, a plant like for example neem plant, rose plant, and we are consider non-living things like chalk, duster, blackboard, table, pen, pencil, eraser, so that all these things possess the mass, shape, and occupy space. These are made up of the basic structural unit. In case of the cat and the dog, we can say the structural unit. We know this cell is the basic structural and the functional unit of our body is called the cell. While in the case of the chalk, duster, table, all non-living things, the structural unit is the molecule. So we can say both the living things and the non-living things have a structural unit. Cell in the living thing and the molecules in the non-living things. So we know the cells do not exist in the non-living things. So children, these are the non-living things. Pencil, glass, radio, robot, pillows, stones, all are the non-living things. So we can define the life is to describe the observable processes, or we can say the phenomena or the features that distinguish the living matter from the non-living things. Non-living things may perform one or more of these processes also. For example, a crystal can grow, clouds in the sky also seem to grow in the size, and a machine or a car can move, but it is only a living organism that can perform and exhibit all the living characteristics features. So, children, now we are going to discuss about these features. Like for example, we can comparison between a plant and a stone. This comparison also shows that these two objects differ in the some respects. A stone cannot move on its own, doesn't eat food, cannot grow or reproduce more of its type. On the other hand, we can say a plant shows all these features. It can move by itself, it can feed itself, it can grow and produces more of its type, or we can say the reproduces. So children, these are the examples: blouses, skirts, socks, glasses, pencils, dolls, belts, all are the non-living things. Here you can see in this picture the rabbits, birds, butterflies, trees, grasses, cats, and a boy and the girl, all are the living things. So children, these are the basic characteristic features of the living things and the non-living things. They are things around us. Living things can move, can eat and drink. Living things can remove the waste substances called the excretion. Living things can breathe. It's called the respiration. Living things can grow. Living things can reproduce and give birth. In the other hand, the non-living things cannot move. Non-living things cannot eat and drink. Non-living things cannot remove wastage. Non-living things cannot breathe. Non-living things cannot grow and also cannot reproduce and give the birth. So children, these all are the basic characters of the living things and the non-living things. This is the general introduction of all these characteristic features. In next class, we will discuss about these all characteristic feature briefly. So children, today your homework is to revise chapter number 6, Changes Around Us. I will take your test on Wednesday. Wednesday I will send you a revision test. So you should revise chapter number 6, Changes Around Us. Thank you children.